Welcome back. We are live with the Week 6 edition of Fantasy Football Focus, brought to you by the fine people at Heart of Ohio Sports. I'm your guest host today, Brandon. To my right's Donnie. To my left's Jake. Boys, thanks for sitting in for the scumbags that couldn't be here today.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yep. All right. So, as always, we're going to pretty much fill you on who we like, dislike, anything else in between. Don't forget to send in some questions. Happy to answer them. That being said, I'm pretty much ready to roll. A couple weeks ago we scrapped the Thursday night recap, but I think we need to touch on it real quick.
I agree.
Are we sitting AJ Brown?
Thank you, because I need to know. I'm
kind of getting to the point where I think I need to see it. Devontae Smith's not startable. Like, even Saquon's been underwhelming. I mean, I think we have officially entered the territory into AJ Brown, and me, John, and Sean are going to touch on this next week. We got a fun little segment we're going to do. Some of the, big names that have kind of underwhelmed. However, and they don't even know that yet, so that's hilarious. But I think for me, we're in sit AJ Brown territory.
I think caution moving forward, very touchdown dependent, but typical Eagles, like, it's every week could be a different person. It hasn't been Saquon, hasn't been Brown, hasn't been Devontae, but at some point they're gonna go off. You can't pick and choose. Like, you don't know when.
Goddard's really the only must start.
And I mean,
Goddard's been the man,
right?
Yeah, they got that. They're not giving Saquon anything inside the 10, and Goddard has that little underhand toss to him, and it's working out great. It's just
that's what happens when you have that tush push, that one big thing in the end zone. It really throws away a lot of the other good, guys with the touchdowns, like Devonta Smith or AJ Brown and stuff like that. It really throws away their chance of getting those points for you, which really sucks.
Yeah, I agree. I'm officially on the AJ Brown. I'm going to sit him until I see something different, unless bye weeks and injuries. Of course, sometimes you got to bite the bullet,
Maybe
but that's pretty much where I'm sitting
until Philly stops running a D7 high school offense.
Yep. Nate, you know what? Honestly, this Philly team kind of reminds me of. It's a couple years ago when they got bounced by Baker in the first round of the playoffs. It's like they just started unraveling for no reason.
Yeah.
And they just can't seem to find their footing.
Well, and I don't know what saved them when that happened, because basically they were going to fire him after that season.
Yeah.
And them making the playoffs, I think, might have saved his job somehow. And they go on to win the Super Bowl, but it's kind of like you felt like all year last year until about the playoffs, he was like a lame duck coach. He was doing all that stupid shit, arguing with fans on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Still doing it this year. Like, bro, that is definitely a Mount Union boy for sure.
The problem is, it sucks fantasy wise, but if they're winning games, no, they don't care.
Yeah,
we care, but they don't.
So Greg has a fun comment. Why is the Mohawk Unabomber there? Nice hood, Donnie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
All right. Well, we're going to jump into the games. Like I said, me, John, and Sean are going to touch next week on more than just AJ Brown, but some of the other disappointing stars. Anyway, boys, we got Rams, Ravens. Just kind of a disgusting matchup. Kyron Williams should eat. Puka, Devontae. Pretty much start all of the normal Rams. I don't know that you confidently start a Raven at this point. I'm Henry's on that list as well. Do you think about sitting him for? I'll throw out a name, maybe like a Rashad White.
Yeah.
It's gotten really ugly. That's pretty much my thoughts on the game. I don't confidently start any Raven. I would start pretty much all the normal Rams.
So many players that you are talking about and that you'll talk about next week are probably drafted so high that you have to start them. And it's crazy to say you're not going to start Henry, but what are you seeing? They're going to tee off on him today.
Yeah, you're right. It hurts him so bad not having Lamar.
Zay had a decent PPR game last week, but he only got 5 targets and they lost by 1 million.
Yep. And maybe you take that angle. Maybe Zay is, they're going to be down. They have to throw the ball, but they
didn't.
I'm just I'm not confidently starting any Raven.
My biggest question is, why is Cooper Rush starting?
No idea.
Why is Snoop Huntley
No idea.
What about Mark Andrews?
not
I'm not
startable?
saying like he hasn't been amazing, but still like a guy who needs to fill a tight end. He's there and he's done some of the work and he's gotten a lot better than the last couple of years. Let's be honest.
So
Yeah, he's looked better this year.
last
than
week
years
he had
past.
3 targets, and they lost by 100.
That's a
I'd
fair
just
point.
say not startable.
Yeah, the only reason I'm on that is I'm a big Likely fan, although he looks like dog. Yeah.
Greg talking beyond
So-
the grave right now.
I like to look at people while I talk, Greg. I'm sorry.
All right. Anything else, boys, or move on?
No, that's pretty much it for that
All
one.
right. Moving on. Now we got Cowboys Panthers. So I'm definitely starting Jake Ferguson. Dak is I could go either way on Dak. Rico Dowdle, credit to Nate. He had the fantasy lock of the week of the year for an individual player last week. He absolutely tore it up. I think you start him. And then other than that, you're starting all the Cowboy, the normal Cowboy. Williams is a must start. Pickens is a must start. I don't hate, Sean put on the dock here, Bryce Young and Tet. I don't mind either one of them, really.
No.
So, I mean, I think you're starting a lot of Cowboys, and I think you could find a reason to start a lot of Panthers this week.
Especially bye weeks, injuries, anything like that. I mean,
Right.
Cowboys are 32nd against the quarterback, 27th against the running back, 32nd against the wide receiver, 16th against the tight end. Like, worst defense around.
And I feel like with CeeDee Lamb out, Ryan, is it Flournoy, will get a lot more catches than, when normally. So if you want to look for a wide receiver to maybe put in your flex or, maybe use as a starter if you have no one else to use.
Well, and
He's there for
Or
you.
even just stash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Jake were talking earlier. I think just he's available in 97% of leagues. I think just a pick up and stash. I mean,
Yeah.
The last guy on your roster, you have to be disappointed by somebody at this point. I think it's worth a pickup. When CeeDee Lamb comes back, sure, kind of hurts, but injuries happen. I mean, Pickens has had injuries as well. So
Xavier Leggette's also starting to pick up here a little bit with Bryce Young. They're seeming to find this connection that they just didn't have when they started out. And I feel like Xavier Leggette is another guy you can stash for the future.
I don't like Xavier Legette,
I also don't like Xavier.
but
I do. I have him more too. I got a lot of points with him.
He's got
because-
stone hands. Come on.
Nate, you want to gloat on your Rico pick?
Honestly, I can't take much credit for it because it was completely a desperation pick on my part. I had Bijan was on a bye and I had a couple guys injured and I picked him up off the waivers. I'm like, look at him. He projected 9 points this week. There's my lock of the week. There we go. He's got to start. And then they put him in the starting lineup right before the game. I'm like, oh, well, that might turn out. And then it just blew up. So
And
it's kind of a shot in the dark for desperation, but I kind of knew with a 1,000-yard rusher last year, he's got potential.
Yeah.
I think you run it back this week. Same bad defense. I mean,
Yeah. All right, we move on.
And he's going against his old team. So
Yeah, that's a great point. I can't believe they didn't resign him. But we move on. Arizona Indy. I think this game is disgusting. Arizona plays the ugliest football in the entire NFL. I'm not confidently starting anybody except Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren, but they're pretty much must starts at this point. I don't know how you pick which Colts receiver is going to do well. Jacoby Brissett starting for Arizona. I'm not starting anybody but McBride. Just a little note I had. Michael Carter is definitely the main guy until Benson's back.
yes.
I mean, it's clear as day. So this might be the worst game of the entire slate for me.
Unless you believe that the coach who got fined for yelling at DeMercado on the sideline
That
is
was
going to
hilarious.
play him more, that man's in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Kyler's expected to miss. Jacoby Brissett's probably starting, and
Yeah.
I don't think they get that much worse, but I don't think they're going to get any better.
That backfield's atrocious right now. I don't know what you really look at. I guess Michael Carter maybe, but really, I don't feel like he's going to get much more than Darren Mercado got, and he dropped the ball at the
Pretty confident firing up the Colts D.
Yeah, if Carter, oh yeah, Colts D definitely. If Carter's available, I mean, I definitely think he's worth a pickup. If he looks halfway decent, I mean, they're not tied. Trey Benson's not James Conner.
No.
So, I mean, I think Carter's
got
worth a pickup, and Carter's looked good in the past.
Yeah.
So,
He just he had a bad like yards per carry last week, but
yeah,
he'll get
a
catches.
lot of touches, though.
I will
so.
say Pittman though. I think he's a touchdown in almost every game. Like he's just that kind of PPR guy that gets you.
I don't hate it.
He's solid. He's solid.
But
I can see you starting him.
Yeah.
Well, we move on. Seahawks, Jags. I'm fine with either quarterback. Travis Etienne to me is like a must start. I think Brenton Strange is out. Am I crazy?
I think he's on IR.
Okay, yes. Now that you say that, he definitely is. That's pretty much. I mean, the Seahawks running backs. It's like Kenneth Walker, so up, down, and sideways. But I mean, I feel like you pretty much got to start him. JSN, obviously, all the must start guys, I would start.
Mhm.
But I'm weirdly comfortable with Lawrence or Darnold this week. But I guess that's kind of my thoughts.
Until last week, BTJ was a do not start for me.
Yeah.
Didn't start him, and then he had a pretty good game.
Yeah,
So-
that's kind of what I'm hoping to see from AJ
If
Brown.
they
I have him in
figure
so
it
many
out-
leagues.
Yeah, if they figure it out, obviously he's a good player. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I would definitely not start Travis Hunter.
I'm not starting Travis Hunter at any point this
Never,
season.
ever start Travis Hunter.
I've had BTJ since the start of the season, and I've had him benched. I've had him unbenched. I don't know what to do with him right now. So confidently right now, I will keep him on the bench. He has a crazy game. I'll put him right back up there. But right now, whoever's above him has done a lot better.
I know
That's it.
people who drafted Travis Hunter in the 4th round.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
you?
Was it you?
That's so terrible.
Uh,
We in one league I was in, Travis Hunter went undrafted. He was like the 79th ranked player, and he didn't get drafted. I don't know. I never saw it, but
little deep dive. If anybody needs a stash, Torrey Horton, 5% of leagues. He's made use of his targets. He has 3 touchdowns, pretty touchdown dependent, but I actually saw Darnold has the higher passer rating when targeting him than the only other best rookie wide receiver is Ibuka, which
dog.
dope.
You
So,
see Torrey Horton's a flex or a start guy?
stash.
Maybe
Yeah,
just
stash.
Like a deep
Stash.
league, if you
Keep
need
him there.
somebody, stash him.
Fair. Yeah, that's Well, we'll get
Was
into
it-
that right now. Actually,
Nate, was that also you?
So we got Chargers Dolphins. I'm gonna let Lad McConkey hurt me one more time.
Keep him in. Keep him in.
Yeah. Well,
I'm starting him. If he does not play well this week, we're
so
bench him.
Johnson is likely out.
that
So
helps.
that helps McConkey.
Yeah, it sure does. And Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Obviously, he was a start anyway. But-
Yep. Also cool with Herbert.
Yep.
And Jalen Waddle since Tyreek's got hurt.
Darren Waller
He looks
too.
he looks pretty
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
good. Darren Waller also
Waller.
looked
Dude,
pretty good.
Beast.
Yeah.
I'd pick him up.
Me personally, I'm gonna wait a week on the Chargers running back. It's a great matchup. It's a shame for Hampton owners
Mhm.
because this should have been a slam dunk of a matchup. But I don't know how you confidently start Haskins or Vidal. So
I think if you have to,
I'm leaning
Haskins.
Haskins.
Haskins, run heavy offense. Was he with Harbaugh in Michigan?
I don't know.
I mean, might be his guy. I think he's gonna get the first crack. So if you have to start one,
Yeah.
maybe Haskins.
Other than that, I'm definitely not starting Tua in any way, shape, or form. And
No.
Achane's a must start. So
They've actually only allowed 4 passing touchdowns, so
yeah, they're
the floor for 2 is not really there.
nope. I couldn't agree more.
I would not start any running backs for the Chargers, honestly. Like Hassan Haskins, Kamani Vidal, all those guys just they're non-factors against the defensive line of Miami, really. But I also wouldn't start Miami's defense either. Like that team will give up a lot
No.
this week.
Yeah. Oh, they're trash.
Bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
That line's good though. Rest of it's So
All right, we move on. Now we got that dog pound defense going up against the Steelers. Dude, the vibe is so much better in here this week, Nate. without the Steelers stink and the Ravens stank up in this place. Oh my man, I feel.
I don't know. The contentiousness is always kind of good for television, you know?
I hope they're watching. Sean's probably still drunk. Vacation does it to you. All right. So this game also probably disgusting. Judkins is an absolute must start. I don't know how you sit him at this point. That dude is a dog. I'm not starting any Steelers running back confidently. I mean, you probably have to start DK. He's been
fine with DK.
He's been playing well. It'll be interesting to see with the Browns dealing Newsome, how that all shakes today. But regardless, I don't feel confident starting really anybody in this matchup. Like, you got to start DK. You got to start Judkins.
I think I'd be okay with Warren. He gets
I'm not.
targets, the passing targets.
In the Browns, if they do get hurt, that's where they get hurt with running backs. But okay, I know we said no questions until the end of the matchup, but this is too funny.
Lather him up.
Old Greg, he said John's probably putting sunscreen on fellow Steeler fans.
Lather him up, bud.
Oh, go Browns. That's my PG version of shit I'm gonna say. Greggy, you're the man as always. Anyway, boys.
I'm also sitting Judy.
Oh, there's no way. I'm not. I don't think I'm starting Judy until further notice.
Well, I think in our Dynasty League I've had to, but I'll start
Makes sense.
anybody else.
Until our quarterback's not 5'6", I don't know that I can start confident. I mean, okay, so the one weird Brown I don't hate Fannin this week. The Steelers
Fannin
suck
looks really good.
covering
Or
tight
Njoku,
ends.
because last week it looks like he took. That's a weird situation too.
Dude, it's
I
so
would
hard.
start Njoku for this fact. I think they're going to showcase him to try to trade him. He's got a big cap hit next year. I think if they can get off of him for at least a second or third round pick and they can get something out of him, they will. And I think they're going to showcase him this week.
They kind of started that last week, so
100%, Jake.
I don't disagree with that, Nate, because run blocking tight ends are much easier to find. Like, Fannin is clearly a dude. Now he's just like he's kind of like a Bowers type. He's not really a tight end.
Fannon's much better blocker than Njoku is, though.
Yeah, well, they're both kind of trash.
Njoku's a trash blocker. Yeah, my God, he's awful.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that take, Nate.
No.
Anything else to add on the game, boys?
No, not really. You guys really touched on most of that stuff that I was gonna say in the first place.
Okay.
Game.
No meat on the bone for you, Donnie.
Rodgers is on a roster in fantasy.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not starting any Steeler offensive player confidently this week, but that's just me. All right, we move on. Patriots, Saints. I mean, the Patriots should win this by 30. Somehow the Saints will be competitive.
I think they're only 3.5. 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. I'm hammering it.
Weird.
It's in the Superdome, but I'm hammering it. That's free betting advice.
Potential letdown for the Patriots, but I don't think so.
So I'm definitely starting May.
Benching Kamara.
Stephon Diggs, is he fantasy startable?
He's back.
I think so.
I would flex.
Oh man, John's fuming and tailgating right now. He hates Stephon Diggs.
I think it was he's coming back from ACL. I mean, the first few weeks were rough, and I think the last 2 weeks over 100, the targets. He's back.
Well, and we all touched on it at the beginning of the year about Kamara could be not startable at some point. I think we're there.
We're hitting it.
No,
we're definitely hitting it.
I know that
he's the touchdown. He's a touchdown away from being perfectly fine.
He just doesn't find the end zone. And Taysom Hill's back. That eats into them touchdowns.
Not a factor.
I know that you guys moved on from the Browns game already, but Greg makes a great point. He says he thinks that Phone Books Jr. is going to get popped by that Steelers defense, and we see Shedeur today. Over under, just real quick, over under how many quarters before we see Shedeur Sanders? I'd say we set the line at 8.5. Is it over or under?
I'm going to say over only because I don't know why. I'm not in there. They clearly don't like Sanders. If Gabriel's healthy, I don't know that there's anything.
I think they're protecting him.
I think over.
Yeah, I'd go over also.
I'm probably.
But he is 5'6". He could get hurt at any point.
I'm the only person here who thinks that 5'6" quarterback can do decent.
He's a good backup, I think.
Yeah, he's never going to be great.
I think he's the one that's going to be less shook by the fact that he's playing behind a patchwork line. He's going to be less shook by a subpar performance. Shedeur, if he goes out there and tanks, it's going to get in his head, and that might end up bringing him down as a player. They're protecting Shedeur. I really do think that.
One thing
I don't hate that
noticed
take.
in that preseason game was he did what he did at Colorado, held the ball way too long, ran 15 yards back. Like, it's just stuff like that he needs to figure out before.
But he was playing with a bunch of guys who are no longer in the league.
Correct.
Shut up, Fuhr. All right. Tyler Fuhr said, I mean, Baker was short. Look at him now. It's just a Cleveland thing. He did say go Browns. All right. Fuhr, that's fair.
Hey,
You said go Browns. You saved it.
real quick, I had a point for this Patriots and Saints game.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Continuing.
Nate, Brandon, I know you remember this. This is a hot take. I don't know what they have to do, what Vrabel has to do, but trade Stevenson. The GM has to. Hey,
You're not going to get much out of
2018,
him now.
Nick Chubb, 3 carries, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. They refuse to play him the next 2 games. GM, I believe Dorsey, traded Hyde.
Yep.
2 weeks later, and then the rest was history. Nick Chubb is the GOAT.
Jake, I've been shouting into this microphone for weeks. Trevion Henderson's clearly the best damn running back. I don't know if this is like a Vrabel thing, like a rookie thing, or what. It drives me absolutely bonkers.
If they say you have to earn it, I don't think Stevenson does anything to earn it.
Oh, Gibson was out touching him, but Gibson out for the year, so.
But also, the preseason week 1, Trevion Henderson, touchdown. Why is Gibson returning kicks?
No clue.
You're not using him.
Other than potential, I mean, it is an injury type play. That's the only thing I can think. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just trying to develop him. And I don't feel like that's the right part here in keeping him on the bench to develop him. I feel like he needs those touches, as you were saying, and Tony Gibson is doing the kickoff returns. We need to have Henderson in there to see the like that type of stuff.
Honestly, could see him today with Gibson, Gibson losing.
Oh, I would use him.
Yeah. Anything to add?
No.
I mean, I'm not starting Shaheed.
Yeah.
I'm not starting any Saint.
No, yeah, Saints probably.
You can get away with Olave, PPR.
Oh yeah, Olave for sure.
But
I'm not starting.
A lot of people picked up Olave early because a lot of times he's really good, and then sometimes he's really bad. He really doesn't have a middle ground.
That's fair.
Yeah, pretty much outside of that, I'm not starting any of them.
Yeah, disgusting matchup. All right, we move on. 4:00 games. Titans, Raiders. Ashton Genty might run for 700 yards today.
Let's hope.
But I mean, he's a must start.
This is the suck against suck.
Yeah, so for me, it's Myers or Tucker. I'm leaning
1-4
Tucker
versus 1-4. Like, this is just
Yeah.
awful, man.
Terrible
No, it's terrible.
quarterbacks. Cam Ward sucks.
Yeah, Cam Ward's he does suck.
If you have to start 2 Titans players, you're probably losing. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's that's. I mean, he also sucks.
He
but
throws interceptions.
yeah, I other than that, I mean, you're starting your obvious guys, Genty,
Bowers. Is out.
Oh,
He's out.
that's
He's
that's
out.
right. He is out.
You could, if you had to, tight end, you could look at Mayer. He was the guy before Bowers.
If you have a bye, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't hate that, especially in this matchup. Vegas should win this game. I'm sure they will figure out a way to lose this game, but
I always like Tucker over. Myers is just weird this year.
yeah,
The first 2 weeks were good, and now he's not getting targets.
yeah. I lean Tucker. I think, but I'm not. It's going to be one or the other for me. I don't think both of them
And
have
that's a
really
flex
good game.
play. That's not a.
100%. Yep.
Man, Trey Tucker has been that one guy that you just look at and you're like, why is he doing good? He is eating. Geno Smith, I'm not as much, but I feel like Ashton Genty, those guys are just going to be very good this week, and I would either flex Trey Tucker or start him if you need to. That's my take.
All right, let's get to Nate. I'm going to jump down to the Cincy game because Tyler's got good questions here.
Okay.
I liked Baker. He isn't Gabriel for sure. Gabriel doesn't just look short to me. It's that he looks soft as Charmin. Greggy. So Tyler has a great question here, and we're actually going to touch on it. That's why we're going to jump down. So Fuhr says, the real question is, does Flacco do good in Cincy, or does the line screw him? I heard Burrow got sacked twice. during his toe surgery.
What did I tell you guys last week? What did I tell you last week, Brandon, about this Cincinnati situation? It doesn't matter who they put back there.
No.
Whether it's Jake Browning, whether it's Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's even worse because he's not mobile.
Yeah, so I
go back and watch the film of that game last week of Cincinnati. Jake Browning had no time to throw the ball at all.
I think they just faked the punt.
Like, I just don't understand how this is going to be any different.
So I while I do agree, I think the biggest fantasy winner of this could be Chase Brown.
100%.
Because
Or
Joe
Jamar Chase.
Flacco at least will try to throw the ball down the field. It could open up things for Chase Brown, but Chase Brown's been really bad.
Joe Flacco threw the most to Browns running backs than anybody else on the team. Just dump offs. Chase Brown might have 10 catches.
And honestly, it was similar line. I mean, so our interior is much better, but we don't have a tackle. We don't have a tackle that should be in the NFL, arguably. Well, I guess Cam Robinson maybe could be in the NFL. But I mean, we were starting people that should literally be selling insurance.
So until about 7:00 this morning, Chase was not expected to play. Now he is expected to play. So
Who?
Jamar Chase.
Oh, gotcha.
So
let's
that was
just say-
definitely going to put Brown up for me with the dump offs. I mean, you got to start Chase.
We
probably, right?
won't see Jamar Chase topping off anyone this week. That's for sure. Like those big yard runs, it's definitely gonna be dump offs. You know, those little slant routes, cutbacks, all those. Nothing much more so for those big yard plays.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to start Higgins.
yeah. So I mean, I think you have to start Chase. He's playing
Yeah.
the Packers. I mean, you could go a million. I'm starting Matthew Golden.
Starting
Definitely starting Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft should be a must start this week.
My question is, are they going to eat on the ground? Or are they going to let Love just air it out?
Jacobs should literally
You-
destroy.
I think they could. I think last week they had like 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
They should do that again this week.
I agree. Bengals. I mean, you probably had to start Chase Brown.
Yeah.
But
You probably drafted him in the 2nd round. I mean,
I don't disagree with Fuhrer. He said I think Browning is a good quarterback. I don't know that I'd use the word good, but just has no line to
fine.
give him time.
He's a serviceable quarterback.
Yep,
Yeah.
serviceable. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, we move on.
Yeah.
what was that?
San Fran, Tampa.
Man, this is gonna be a tough game.
yeah.
This is gonna be back and forth, I would say.
So I'm definitely starting Rachaad White. He's been weirdly good this year, especially with Bucky out. Definitely starting White. I think you could make an argument to start Bourne. Juwan Jennings is back this week. Mac Jones is playing. Purdy's out.
Mac Jones owners are so happy
But-
right now.
I feel fairly confident starting Bourne. Other than that, I mean, for me, it's just the must start guys. I think you have to start Ibuka. I mean, if you sit Ibuka at this point, you're crazy.
Would you start Chris Godwin?
Wide receiver top 10, John.
I think Godwin's out.
You think he's out?
I'm pretty sure.
He is out 100%.
Yep. So Godwin's out.
If you need a tight end, Cade Otton.
I don't love it. Although I'm just not a hater in general.
Right.
I mean, obviously you're starting McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not much.
let me ask you this: are you confidently starting Baker this week?
No, I said caution. He's only had 2 games over 20 points. I don't know. He's down a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, and I don't think San Fran has the offense currently with injuries to kind of blow them out of the water. To see that vintage Baker, I'm gonna slice and dice you.
The San Fran tight end though.
Yeah, what is his name? Tongs.
Tongus.
Yeah.
Until Kittle gets back, I mean, he's only rostered in 19% of leagues. He's the 9th ranked tight end. He's getting the targets.
Yeah. No, I don't hate that.
5 and 11 the last 2 games. So
Yep.
Man, this is just such a tough matchup when it comes to San Francisco. Has so many people injured right now on that team. Of course, you know their quarterback's out. They got Mac Jones in there throwing. So if you're Mac Jones, keep on that train. Other than that, yeah, just start the normal players, like you said. That's all I got.
Cool. We move on. Sunday night football. We got Lions Chiefs. This is a fun matchup. The Chiefs are one of the weirdest teams in the NFL for me this year. I can't figure out if they're going to look great or terrible.
yep.
Detroit seems to have found their footing. For me, I without question, I'm definitely starting Gibbs. I'm doing the Browns game for the Lions. I'm starting Gibbs. I'm sitting Montgomery.
Okay.
I'm fine with Xavier Worthy. At this point, I think if you have Laporta, you have to start him. You're starting all the normal guys. I do like Sean's thing here. He said minus Jamison Williams forever. I love it. I would agree with that.
Underwhelming.
But yeah, I mean, all the obvious guys. I mean, really on both sides. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to start Kelsey. I'm fine with Worthy. Rashee Rice is back next week, so then expect a little dip from Worthy.
What about
certain-
Pacheco? What about Pacheco?
Nah, he's not
no,
startable.
No.
He's
No.
almost not rosterable.
No.
It's
Until
disgusting.
they figure it out. I mean,
I do-
Hunt is the red zone guy. Pacheco is just will
And-
get you there.
Maybe pick
and
up
they just don't run
Kareem
the
Hunt.
ball. Yeah,
Maybe
they don't
pick
run the
up
ball
Kareem.
a ton. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
If you have to, I do like Thornton. He has very low volume, but he's scoring touchdowns. He's finding ways.
It's fair.
Uh,
So, random note, we were talking before the show. If you're in a real deep league, Brashard Smith, he's starting to see an uptick in role. I think Pacheco's been hurt every year of his career.
yes.
I think he is an injury away from playing a pretty prominent role. Jerick McKinnon was fantasy relevant for years in KC as just the third down back. Brashard Smith, former college wide receiver turned running back, definitely explosive, and he seems to be carving out more of a role. I mean, it's worth a stash, and then you're an injury away, Hunt or Pacheco.
Especially because if he gets in and breaks one, I mean, Hunt is like 2.5 yards per carry. Like,
Yep.
they
couldn't
want that
agree
guy that's
more.
going to do it. Hunt gets it done in the red zone, but
Yep.
Smith could get a big role.
I agree.
The one that sucks about the Jamison Williams thing is that dude was really good for me last year, and he got those yards for you in your PPR leagues. But this year, it's just unless he's blowing the top off someone, he's not getting anything else.
Yeah, his
So
usage
Amon
is
Ra,
just down. for
Amon Ra's
sure.
the go, especially when you're in the red zone. That dude eats.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd go Amon Ra over Jamison Williams this week.
Jameson is kind of like maybe a little bit less good of a version of like Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Touchdown dependent.
Yep. Touchdown
Yeah,
dependent,
for
or,
sure.
you got to bust you for 65, 70, or it's just going to be kind of a lame duck week. Anything else?
Ooh.
All right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So we got a question here. So for my flex spot in a PPR league, Kyle Pitts or Zach Charbonnet? My team is decimated by injuries.
Thanks.
I lean Charbonnet.
Yeah, I think Charbonnet. He
Kyle
wa-
Pitts is just not good at football.
He
had-
was gonna trade him to me.
He had that good.
We stopped talking.
Oh, Kyle Pitts was good last week, but I feel like every player has sometimes that one really good game, and then the rest of those weeks they're not as good as they usually.
Pitts has been manageable. Like he's getting like
But I don't know about
9,
It's just so-
10. Like
Yeah, it's just so disappointing.
Charbonnet, he's pretty touchdown dependent, but he's at least like 10 in
This-
PPR like every
Well,
week.
And I know you don't ever want to rely on an injury on a week you're starting somebody, but Kenneth Walker just
Yeah.
he's got his body's made of glass. I could see him. I would lean Charbonnet. I don't feel great about it. I'm very sorry for your situation.
This could get us into the Bills game. You want to go on that next?
Cool. We move on. So we got Bills Falcons. Buffalo. I'm starting all the obviously Allen, Cook, and for me, I understand the Falcons are the best team against tight end this year. I am not sitting Kincaid until I'm
He's
proven wrong.
Questionable.
Well,
And
I
that-
might have to start Kincaid.
That is almost they like have a backup
Well,
either
let's get-
Pause or Knox because
Yes,
it's that he's likely not to play.
he's
not,
likely not to play. You're really screwing up my lineups.
at least be ready.
Okay. Yep. Fair. Sean has Keon Coleman here. I go either way on him. He's such a weird player. It's so hard to predict.
Touchdown dependent.
Yep.
I like Shakir.
I would not
He has
Put
the PPR.
Michael
catches.
Penix though. Michael Penix is definitely not
Agreed.
the guy this year at all.
I that being said, I do start Drake London.
I do start Bijan.
Oh, of
London.
Oh,
course.
Bijan, you can't bench
I'm
him.
also Jimmy. I'm also fine with starting Pitts. Just Buffalo's really good against tight ends. I mean, it's
Buffalo's
kinda
also one of the
rough.
best defenses in the league too.
Oh, Mooney is also out.
Okay,
For the
Buffalo's
Falcons.
out.
I
See
mean,
that
that ups London.
I'm definitely upping London.
Yeah,
I like Khalil Shakir for like a underrated flex option. He's
I like
done some
that.
pretty small, like not small numbers, but those numbers that if you need a guy to go out there give you 10 plus PPR just to be there, he's that guy.
Kind of touchdown dependent, but
Yeah, really. But when he
no,
is,
I don't hate that.
he's there.
Anything else?
No.
No.
All good. All right, final game of the week. We got Bears. I almost said Redskins. Commanders.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Oh my gosh.
Canceled.
It's better than what better than what I said last week. Shouldn't do this show watching the Browns. It's stressful. All right, so boys, for this matchup, I'm cool with both quarterbacks. I think they're damn near must starts at this point in this matchup.
Yep.
I'm starting at Dunze. I'm starting Debo, provided he plays. He is questionable. Should play though.
Yep.
I like Merritt. I don't even hate Colson Loveland in this matchup.
No, I hate Colson Loveland.
Well, I hate him as a player and as a human.
No, he hasn't had a single he hasn't had any tight end or any relevancy whatsoever for fantasy.
I don't know. I could see him.
He's actually a droppable player.
I do agree.
Based on where they drafted him.
This week, I think you could find, with bye weeks and injuries, I think you could find a reason to potentially start Loveland.
I have many other tight ends I'd advise people to pick up before Loveland.
You're wrong, and it's fine.
Like Zach Ertz.
AJ Barner, Seattle, pretty good tight end.
Yeah. Theo Johnson's probably not available in a ton of leagues after.
I was gonna say Mason Taylor, but
Yeah,
they're
Mason Taylor.
playing
I don't.
right now.
Yeah, I don't know why they just don't throw him the ball more. But anyway, was kind of up in the air on DJ Moore. He's just been so bad this year.
Touchdown dependent.
Yeah,
He's had an uptick in targets, but
I don't know that DJ Moore is really startable
not
until you see
exciting.
it.
no, it's just roam.
That being said, I mean, this would be the week once again.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This matchup is so weird because I haven't really watched Washington's defense too much. Most of their games have been non-existent to me, apparently. But I like Rome Odunze.
he's a
been
dog.
when they've needed him. Caleb Williams can throw him the ball. They got that connection that they need to get it done.
So I have a viewer question, but it's not in the comments here. It was actually texted to me.
Okay.
So someone who's in our league asks, how is the host of our show 0-5 in our league?
Dude, it's tough. I've brought shame upon my family, and I'm contemplating never playing fantasy football again.
Man, I feel you on that.
Yeah, it is
It's
just
tough.
it's disgusting, despicable. I come on here and I give good advice, then I don't follow my own advice on locks of the week, and then it's just really. What's sad is that's not even the only league I'm 0-5 in this year. So, yep. I'm either very, very good in all my leagues, or it's a dumpster fire.
Injuries are a problem, guys. Injuries.
No in
are a
between.
problem.
Yeah. So, it's like I lose by just enough every week. It's not like my team's playing great, but it's like I just lose by just enough. It's, whew,
Yeah.
it's been a rough one, but there's only one way to go, and that's
that
up.
is up.
All right.
Great.
Anyway, I mean, thanks whoever that is, Dick.
Oh, the guy who's been commenting the most.
Oh, that makes
wasn't
sense.
my text.
Greg, keep it to hating on John.
You see his comment right now? That for sure wasn't my text.
Oh, Greggy. All right. So that being said, we're gonna get locks of the week. We got some guest locks of the week this week. I'm gonna let you guys go first. Go, Jake.
Well, I picked Bo Nix playing right now. I
That's
think he's
fair.
doing
Yep.
pretty well.
Yeah.
So, running back Rico, I have to. I mean, great matchup.
Phenomenal week last week.
Wide receiver, I did Juwan Jennings being back from injury. He should get
It's a
a lot of
deep dive.
targets.
I like
Yeah.
it.
And tight end AJ Barner, who I just talked about.
Beautiful.
All
Yep.
right. For my quarterback, I gotta go Mac
Oh.
Jones.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh.
So we decided to let these two do the locks of the week, so that way maybe Sean doesn't finish in last for once in this
Oof.
segment.
Oof.
Donnie,
Every
continue.
week, John puts the results out in our text group, and I'm just like, and still not in last place.
All right.
Go ahead, buddy.
I got Mac Jones as my quarterback. With Brock Purdy gone, he's been stepping up in the biggest role. Some people can't. Then for running back, who's really that one guy? I gotta go. Is it Tony Pollard? That dude, even if he's not having, like, if their team's not having the best day, he will have that best day. I like him at that spot. Then I gotta go for Ryan Flournoy. That dude without C-Lamb he's been really, really good in my case for being on the Cowboys. Anyway, tight end. This is a big one. Can I go Tyler Warren as my guy?
That's fair.
10, but that's good.
That's fine.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about what to do for this one, really looking at it. But I gotta go Tyler Warren.
That's fair. You went with a couple deep dives there.
Yeah.
That checks out for me. All right, I'll go ahead and knock mine out real quick. Actually, let's do the guys that aren't here. So Sean, his quarterback is Caleb Williams. I personally love the pick. Then he went Judkins. This is, in my opinion, probably the last week where you can use Judkins on the Lock of the Week segment. I think he's just a must start. Trey Tucker, we touched on him earlier. I mean, he is explosive. Don't hate that pick. And then Jonnu Smith. I don't hate that pick either. The Browns haven't guarded tight end since 99. So cool with all that. John's picks. John's picks. He also went Caleb Williams. You went Krosky Merritt at running back. Yep, Bill. Xavier Worthy at wide receiver and Tucker Kraft. This is kind of disgusting because me and John have two of the same players, but it just makes sense to me.
Kraft
Did you see Bill cheese out after that game when
Tucker
Tom
Kraft
Brady
is
gave
tight
that?
end 11.
Kraft is because
Tight
he's
end
on
11.
bye. That's a disgusting. He
Tight
should
end
be
11.
like
Well,
tight end 4.
in tight ends, we kind of do like don't touch like the sacred 5.
Right.
Warren's getting in that realm, but
Yeah. Oh, I think he's in that realm.
he's there. I mean, preseason he was like
But-
tight end ranked like tight end 12.
Right.
Well,
But yeah, I saw it just depends on your league too, wherever you're looking. I saw he's like 13. So I'm like, oh, you could use him.
Yeah.
Technically not top 10, but he's a great tight end.
Well, moving on. So I'll go with my picks here. I'm gonna let the Chargers hurt me. I've picked Ladd in this situation before. He has let me down. Herbert has looked terrible. I don't know what they're like Eaglesing it. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna go Justin Herbert at quarterback. We're gonna pair him with Ladd McConkey at wide receiver.
Cool.
Give me one, I'll use it.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to process the comments there.
No, you're
Anyway,
good.
so I also have Krosky Merritt at running back and Tucker Kraft at tight end. We try not to do that, but with them not being here this week, just kind of, threw a wrench into it. But anyway, we got a couple of questions here. So Greg said, Donnie, how you got a laptop with no who's sticker on it? WTF?
I'll get one on there. I'll get that on
How
there
do
eventually.
you, Donnie?
All right, and then we
Good
have,
one.
we have a lineup question here. Golden versus Jennings, full PPR. Golden versus JMO, half point. I'm leaning Matthew Golden in both games. He seems like he's rookie wide receiver. Sometimes takes some time. I don't hate Jennings. I actually don't hate either
Give
way.
me Jennings, full PPR, Golden, half.
Yeah,
Yep.
because JMO's not a PPR guy. I feel like
no,
he's not going to get.
he's touchdown or bust.
Yeah, he's boomer bust kind of guy.
I'm gonna go Golden for both. I don't hate the Jennings pick. You watch. I'm not gonna make Golden my lock of the week. He's gonna score 35 points.
I understand some fear on Jennings, him just coming back from injury, but last year he was a 7.5 targets a game in that offense with all their weapons.
Well, and when they lost a lot of those guys this year,
Mhm.
Jennings looked good in that game.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it.
Yeah.
What you got?
Honestly, I don't have much to take on this that you guys haven't said already. Honestly, I'm not a big JMO guy on PPR, so yeah, I think he is good. I have PPR, but with that, keep going on both. Jennings, great play for PPR.
Greg, yeah, I agree. Herbert's been disgusting, but I mean, this is the matchup. And no Hampton, I mean,
He's throwing a lot of picks, right?
yeah. It's at
What- is
some
that the
point.
problem?
Yeah, these last two games have been pretty ugly.
Yeah, at some point though, Herbert's got to do what he's supposed to do. I mean, John sits here every week and glazes him for freaking a half an hour.
Oh, he's 6'6" with a rocket arm. He's such a big quarterback. Oh, he just looks
He's
like he
just
just
not
doesn't
good at
give a
That's
fantasy.
shit
actually
ever.
the best John I've
Like,
ever heard.
I feel like he just looks like he doesn't give a shit ever. Like
Yeah.
he just has this look on his face like dead eyes. Like, yep. mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
After
Uh,
this
pay me
game, I'm
millions
still-
of dollars
I'm
to
gonna
play
go
quarterback.
surf and collect a check.
talk, kiss my girlfriend Madison Beer.
All right, Natron, what you got, Lux?
So, I like Jaden Daniels against Chicago this week. Somehow he's QB 26. I don't know
Yep.
how, but
Injury, but
yeah,
I'll allow it.
I think that's a good pick against Chicago.
No
Monday night
kidding.
pick. I like Jacobs as thankfully because of the bye, he's sitting at RB11. So I
It's
love
dirty.
him against
It's just
Cincinnati.
dirty.
It's a great matchup with him going against Cincinnati. This is my chance to make up some damn points this week. All right. I got Jalen Waddle. I love that matchup because, no Tyreek. Obviously, they're going to be looking to him a lot in this matchup. He's sitting wide receiver 16. And then Njoku, like I said, they're going to showcase him. So I think this is where I make up some fucking ground this week. Damn it.
Language. Where's the yep. All
we're
right,
good.
Nate, you got anything else before
That's
we
it.
wrap it up today?
That's all I got.
We got a Fear question.
Oh, my bad, Fear. Oh, good Lord. That's so I mean, dude, it's really hard for me. Xavier Worthy or Brian Thomas Jr. I lean Thomas Jr. just because of that's just who he is. But man, I like Worthy this week too. But I would lean Thomas because he finally looked decent.
They just got something last week.
Right.
The problem is all the targets have been there all year. I haven't watched that many Jags games, but I mean, he's getting like 10 targets. Why is he not turning those into A, catches, and B, yards?
Yep.
What's going on?
I'm leaning Thomas, but I think you just got to trust your gut on that one, Tyler.
I feel like Xavier Worthy with the Lions focusing on their best receivers over there. Xavier Worthy can be exploited in different ways. So I feel like he would be a good flex over Brian Thomas Jr. He's not done anything for me this year. So
And he's a Lions
I would
fan,
not trust
so.
him. I would not trust him.
All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to lie. As the guest host of the show, I don't really know how to wrap it up. I mean, just thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fantasy Football Focus. This London game stinks, and go Browns.
Share the video.